Hello. Today we're going to discuss kvCore's dashboard. There's a lot of things that are going on here that you may not be utilizing or you may not even know exist. So this is what the dashboard looks like. You do have today's objectives. If you don't have tasks or calls, they give you these little shortcuts to kvCore Marketplace add-ons. So you can build your pipeline by heading to the lead engine. You can get seller leads by doing these targeted ads, or you can win at marketplace listings, which is just a webinar from kvCore. You also have your shortcuts to playbooks here. So your new listing playbook, your gather your sphere, and your work your sphere playbooks. They always say more playbooks coming soon. We'll see about that. And then next you have your kvCore training. So your Agent Quick Start is a great place to start if you're brand new to the kvCore system. And then the training calendar is kvCore's or Inside Real Estate's webinars. So a few other things up top here. This is where you can find your profile, which is the first thing that you should complete when you're in your kvCoره system. You also see your office's smart number, your email address, your website, and all of that jazz as well. So some places where you can go, instead of heading to your CRM over here, if you do quick actions, you can add a call to somebody. So you can find a contact in here. So I'm just going to do my test contact. Katie Test. That's a fun last name. And then I can just log a call for her right there in the quick actions. I can also add a contact here, add a note, a task, start a blog post, send an email, and create a transaction. You can also find people from your CRM with this magnifying glass. I'm not sure if anybody uses that. But if we put Katie Test in one more time, we can search for her right there. And boom, her profile pops up right from the dashboard, which is kind of cool. So I don't have to search for her in the CRM. All right. Next, we've got your CRM activity, essentially. So if I have calls in my docket, like ready for me to do, I can see what's due today, what's past due, and what's upcoming. Same thing with tasks. So I don't have any tasks in my CRM, but if I did, they'd be here. Past due, upcoming, and due today. My calendar, if I sync this to my Google, it'll show up here, which is nice. And then my business is just my business analytics, where I can see them here. So my pipeline. So I can see my contacts. I'm in charge of an office. So I don't have 40,000 people in my CRM. I have 40,000 people within my offices that I work for. Actually, it does look different for me. Oh no, okay. So I could see my blog here. I can see my transactions, company video, kvCore's tweets for some odd reason. And then my pipeline here, how many people I have and where they live. And then finally on the dashboard, activity is obviously the most important thing. So close client here, another fake contact. You can see that they viewed a listing. They actually viewed 2 listings, which is important. And they viewed them on the computer just once. And that was a day ago. This was 5 days ago. So you can see what they're looking at price range wise and all of that stuff. I can email this person right from here, and I can say, hey, I saw you looking at the listing. What are your thoughts? Blah, blah, blah. If they had a phone number, let's see, I could also call them right from here as well, or text. And this little hot icon, that means they are very active in my system. So the hot icon is not necessarily for the property, but it is for the contact itself. So this person is on my website a lot. They're looking at listings a lot. and they're hopefully contacting me back a lot. But they are somebody to look out for, because look at her, she's all over the place, looking at properties all the time. So then you can see here if you have any new leads, any new texts, any new emails, who are my hot leads, my closed client is the hottest, and then who's looking at properties. So these are all the property views within my CRM system. So on this drop-down menu here, very similar. I can view all the activity at once, the property views. If anyone's asked a question on my website, that'll pop up. Showing requests, home valuations through my website, new leads, new texts, new emails, the hot leads, new listings, and email events is one that you want to check out as well, because we have hundreds of people in our CRM. We're constantly mass emailing, and you don't want to really go through every single person and see if they open your email or not, like through their CRM profile. So if you go to email events, you can see what was open that was sent through your system. So you can see, oh, she opened this email an hour ago, but she hasn't responded yet. This person opened this email 16 hours ago. She hasn't responded either. So I could email her back and say, hey, did you check out my major website update? Or I can call her and say, hey, Anne, what did you think of my email? You have any questions? Blah, blah, blah. So that's important. Like this guy, he is on a search alert. So this was sent to him because it's a new property that meets his criteria in his search alert. He opened that 4 hours ago. So I can call him and say, hey, Michael, what did you think of 201 North 11th Street? And then he can tell me what's wrong with it, what's good with it, and all of that stuff. And then we can keep working together, and I could change his criteria in any way if that doesn't meet it. And that's a way to see who opened your email and who's not responding to you. So that is your whole dashboard. Oh, and then here you can download the mobile app. This will give you your your kvCore mobile app. Mine is Weicker branded, which is basically your CRM. What is the word I'm looking for? Not squished, but condensed on your phone. And then you have the Open House app as well. So if you sign people in digitally through the Open House app, they go right to your CRM and they're put on a campaign, which is nice. So that is your dashboard. Leave any comments if you have any questions.